continental divide as discord and bickering roil the country, Americans clearly want to read about what's going on. 5 of the top 10 books on the non-fiction list address our current political climate in some way. Jon Meacham, whose The Soul of America debuts at number 1, points out that we've been here before. Political strife and division, particularly of the poisonous variety, are in some ways the rule in American life rather than the exception, he says.
Despite the current atmosphere, Meacham, a journalist and presidential historian, remains optimistic. If history is any guide, and, however imperfect, it's the only guide we have, then the right number of Americans at the right time will decide to heed what Lincoln called the better angels of our nature and realize that we've been happiest and strongest in the hours when we have most generously interpreted the Jeffersonian assertion that we're all created equal, he says. This isn't sentimental or hokey, it's the fact of the matter of the American experience. I'm not saying, relax, everything will be fine. My argument is let's get to work and perhaps we will survive as we've survived before.
His book is a call to action. Let's learn the lessons of the past, resist tribalism, deploy reason and remember that fair play for others is the best way to ensure fair play for you. If we can do that, then we'll rise above the corrosive tweets, the presidential bullying and the narcissism of our reality TV president, he says. It feels dark and insuperable, but it's felt that way before.
Lost and found nearly a century after she wrote it, Zora Neale Hurston's first book, Barracoon, has finally come out, and this week it enters the list at number 2. Barracoon consists of her conversations with Cutho Lewis, who appeared to be the last man alive who could recount his capture in Africa and voyage to America on a slave ship. "I want to know who you are and how you came to be a slave," she said to him. After finishing it, Hurston could not interest publishers in Barracoon. One finally offered to buy it on the condition that she remove the dialect. She refused, and the manuscript languished in an archive at Howard University until executors of her literary trust plucked it out. Lois Hurston Gaston, one of the trustees as well as Hurston's grandniece, told The Times, "It's an important time in our cultural history, and here we have the story of Cutho Lewis to remind us of what happens when we lose sight of our humanity."